IVM.
Namaskar, my name is Ashish Vidyarthi. Dear friends, so good to see you here at Begin the Journey. Today we are going to chat about anger. Anger. Gussa. It seems to be accompanying us everywhere in life, right? Well, anger, we say, is a part of our life because we are upset with a lot of things. But if you notice, anger is something which never actually adds anything to our life. It's an emotion which we love to be with because we can't seem to be doing without it. So we say, hey, listen, anger is part of life. Without anger, what would life be? Well, let us have a look at that thing which we say is a part of life. Anger has this, it has this quality, and I've noticed this a lot in my life too. Anger makes you do things which you later on regret. You hate doing the things that you've done and you say, oh, if only I wasn't angry, I wouldn't have done it. Well, anger is something which raises a red flag for me. And therefore, what I have created is that the moment I get angry, I have suffered enough with anger. I say, listen, it's not worth it. And I'm not joking. I'm actually smiling right now when I'm even saying this. Because in the midst of anger, I switch off. And I will tell you how. So a key thing for me is that whenever I am angry, I have found out certain traits that I exhibit. So for example, when I'm angry, I keep repeating a thought. I keep repeating a sentence 1, 2, 3 times. I'll just keep repeating it. So when I'm in a fight with my wife, when I'm angry with her, I will notice that there is a repetition. Now, the moment I catch myself repeating myself without waiting for the other person to answer, I say, anger coming up. Now, one of the interesting things about anger is that the anger doesn't allow for anyone else for you to break it. So anger needs to break that cycle, but anger itself, because anger wants to remain, will not allow you to break the cycle. And that's where you have to come in play. You have to break your own cycle of anger. So a method that I use is that suddenly in the middle of anger, if I'm really, really upset, say I'm upset with my wife and suddenly I say, hey, listen, you know what? I'm really angry with you, but I know I love you, but I'm really, really angry with you. So what I've done is that what I'm talking of is I am describing me, who I really am, and I'm also admitting that right now I am angry. So what it does is that effectively it tells you inform yourself and the world that you at this moment experience anger, but you yourself are not angry. So it allows you to see a distance between that feeling that you're going through and who you are. It has helped me to disassociate myself from anger, even at that moment, and then I've just taken a pause. Sometimes what happens is that you suddenly realize that, at this moment, I have all the reasons to be angry. So I'm not saying that the reasons why you and I are angry are not valid. Of course they are valid. But as a result of that valid set of reasons, our anger doesn't add to our life. Anger makes you breathe. You get angry and you start doing all this. You start palpitating. These are signs. Catch yourself. You have to catch yourself and alter your breathing. Just move out of that place. Or, just take your mind off and say that, I'm going to win this fight another day. I'm just going to take time off. Time off. It helps me a lot, dear friends. Because as I take time off from anger, it gives me hope that I may look at this same issue in a different way. So 3 points I'm giving you today to manage your anger. 1, disassociate yourself from anger. Start describing yourself. In the midst of anger, say that, hey, listen, I want to let you know I am angry with you. even though I am committed not to be angry with life. All right. So first thing is start describing yourself as a person who is angry at this moment, but is not angry himself. All right. So that's one thing. Point number 2, break the rhythm immediately. Break the rhythm by changing your conversation, completely a different conversation, moving out of that place. Oh yes, it may need you to move out of that place. Okay. So change the rhythm of what is ongoing, change the rhythm. And third, the most important one, remember the consequences of anger. As you change the rhythm, the first thing that you will get is that, hey, listen, this anger that I'm really pent up with, I may have a very, very valid reason, but the results I'm going to regret. So dear friend, don't gift yourself regret. I would love to listen to your thoughts as you manage your relationship with anger. I promise you one thing. You will discover whole new ways to deal, not just with anger, but with scenarios and situations. My name is Ashish Vidyarthi, and I love to chat. Would love to hear your thoughts. See you the next time on Begin the Journey.
I hope you enjoyed that show. I'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Paytm Money and Intel. It's been a really, really cool week on the network. We've had Ashwin Sanghi on Cyrus Says. We had Masaba Gupta on Advertising is Dead. You should definitely check out Vivek Lath, who showed up on Storytellers and Story Sellers. A close friend and partner of ours, Karthik Paricha, was on the Pragati podcast talking about the future of podcasting, which I think is really, really interesting. And I would like to ask people to check out All Things Policy and what they've been doing. They've been having some really interesting discussions about India's challenging relationship with China as we go forward, and I think that would be a great thing for you guys to check out. So with that, we hope to see you again next week.
Remember the last vacation you took? What about the one you took 3 years ago? Okay, how much do you really remember? It's a question I've asked myself often over a decade of traveling the world. Hey, I'm Utsav, and I do not travel the world for a living. I have a full-time job and responsibilities, but I have made traveling the world a priority. Priority enough that I negotiate extra leave in my job contracts, obsessively track my frequent flyer miles, and I'm willing to take off at the sight of a cheap ticket. Yes, I am cheap. I have lived and worked in 3 countries. I understand human behavior for a living, and these experiences have given me unique insights into places, people, and culture. With over a decade of travel behind me, I increasingly realized one thing, that we cannot see everything. So whatever we see, we must see deeply. Because as the film of memory decays, the imprints which will stand the test of time are the ones felt by the immersion of the senses, not by fleeting encounters with them. Postcards from Nowhere is an immersion into the world of slow travel, one story at a time. Tune in every Thursday on the IVM Podcasts app, website, or wherever you get your podcast from.